if x is greater than 0, n is a non-negative integer, and 2x to the n plus 1 plus x to the n plus 2 is equal to x to the n plus 3, which of the following must be equal, or which of the following must equal x to the third power? This is fascinating over here. So let's think about this again. X is greater than 0. N is a non-negative integer. So n is a non-negative integer means that n is greater than or equal to 0. And 2 times x to the n plus 1 plus x to the n plus 2 is equal to x to the n plus 3. Which of the following must be equal to x to the third? So let me see if I can rewrite this a little bit to see if I can get it in a form that might make sense of what x to the third is equal to. So 2x to the n plus, actually let me just rewrite the whole thing. So it's 2x to the n plus 1 plus x to the n plus 2 plus, or equals, I should say, equals x to the n plus 3. Now the key here, at least what's jumping out at me, is if I have something of this form, if I have x to the a plus b, this is the same thing as x to the a times x to the b. And so we can use this property right over here, this property of when you have the same base raised to 2, the product of the same base raised to 2 exponents, you can add the exponents like this. So we can use that property to rewrite these things. So this first term can be rewritten as 2 times x to the n times x. The second term can be written as x to the n times x squared. And this last term can be rewritten as x to the n times x to the third. And what's neat about that is we've just broken out an x to the third that wasn't obvious from the original way that we wrote it. And now we just have to solve for x to the third. Well, the easiest way to do that is to divide everything by x to the nth power. So let's do that. Let's divide everything by x to the nth power. And I think you're already seeing that this is going to simplify things. Divide everything by x to the nth power. Those cancel, those cancel, those cancel. And we're left with 2 times x plus x squared is equal to x to the third power. So which of these must be equal to x to the third power? 2 times x plus x squared. And there we go.